Hey, Bookies. Look, I keep getting this message strong here for this collective, and it is just a theme here that you are no longer being asked to carry, to hold on, to wait, to conform to versions of yourself, of life that you have outgrown. You're being reminded to release the burden, to leave what you've outgrown, and to return to yourself and your people. Like strong, you did it, graduation energy here, okay? This Ten of Wands, the burden that you've been carrying, you've just been doing, being an over responsibility, carrying more than your fair share, going over your capacity, not respecting your own boundaries, even having your identity built around being this person, being the version of yourself that carries too much, and someone that's become used to just holding it all together, holding everything together. You know, responsibilities, labor, emotional labor, spiritual labor, physical labor, always being the carrier, the capable one. And by doing so, abandoning yourself, betraying your own self and your own worth, your own value, degrading that in the process. And right here, like you're where you're headed, this little destiny, that town, the destination, where you're going, what you're working so hard for, what you're trying to prove your worth for, your destiny is already available and visible to you. The lesson is not to continue to carry or to carry harder or to carry more. Like you are close enough to this destiny that you don't have to keep carrying. You don't have to overload yourself. You don't have to do it the way you've always done it. The Eight of Cups is further pointing to this, to both of these walking away, right? The Eight of Cups, this is you possibly walking away from something that does not nourish you anymore, something that is not a fit for you anymore, something that doesn't nourish your soul. You're walking away from something, from versions, the old versions, because something intuitively knows. With this moon, something intuitively knows here within you that something just isn't working and you have to refine. You gotta refine, you gotta move through, you gotta let go. Let go of all of this because the capacity is overloaded and you're being reminded to put the load down, to empty yourself, to show up more clear, more true. So you're walking away because, something inside of you is speaking to you deeply about the things you genuinely are letting go, being shown what doesn't work, what doesn't fit. It's like you recognizing that you've carried this load, what doesn't work for you, what doesn't suit you, what isn't yours. You've been carrying this load that is not yours for too long, for long enough. And this Queen of Swords, babe, okay? This is you stepping into your power, your sovereignty, so concise and sure. This is after you have left what you've been carrying and what you've been holding and what's been holding you back. Leaving all of that behind and stepping into your power, your discernment, seeing clearly, not abandoning yourself anymore. This is you cutting away any confusion, anything that is taking you or potentially distracting you, holding you back from your truth and from your power. You know, we have the 10 of Wands and then the 8 of Cups. And then you go into just the Queen holding a single sword. So this is you lightening the load over time. And this Hanged Man here is essentially pointing to this intentional pause, a period of surrendering to this process, to this point in life, the point in your journey that is allowing you the time to reflect on what needs to be put down, reflect on what needs to be let go for you. And only you will know that when you truly can tap into your own inner truth. And allowing new perspectives to emerge from that period before this movement, before here. And yeah, it's like surrendering because you got the Hierophant. Yeah, the Hierophant. And it is reversed. So it's like, this is you living directly from your truth, right? Living directly from your truth, right? And questioning, you know, these things that you've been carrying, this, the overloading, questioning, you know, these systems, these expectations, questioning how you've been showing up, questioning how you think you're supposed to look, questioning these inherited beliefs, and learning to live directly from your truth. And with that, it's like no longer moving from external validation, external authority, these external things you've been carrying that aren't yours, and getting some validation from that, but moving from an internal knowing, this internal authority. This Queen of Swords and Hierophant. And by making those decisions to let go, to truly sit and reflect, give yourself honest time, and then with that, refining, sifting through, lightening your load, and putting up boundaries, speaking in truth, moving in truth, your authenticity, leads to this Three of Cups. Leads to no longer being in isolation, in a pause, in hermit mode, right? But community, enjoy, celebration, getting to connect truly from your center and yourself, and finding others that actually really truly vibe with that really fuck with that really see you and you see them, and y'all are like, hey, what up? Like, fuck yeah, let's live, babe. Like, we are living fully from our truth. That's what this says. Where people can actually recognize you. This isn't like just careless partying. This is genuine celebration. This is genuinely just being with your peeps. Being with your people. Your people. And so maybe that's part of this letting go. And the things you've been carrying is you've been carrying people and relationships and versions of yourself. And by letting those go and letting them transform into and evolve into you, those that are aligned with that vibration and your true frequency get to actually be in harmony with you and you with them. So you've been carrying this identity around just giving and responsibility and effort and being something that you are not, burning yourself out. Your soul already knows this chapter is complete and that you are beginning to make decisions from your clarity, from your inner knowing your truth, from respecting yourself, honoring yourself, and you're not making choices from obligation anymore or from a deficit. And if you are, Spirit is reminding you to center you back into your truth. This is releasing old structures, releasing identities, releasing things that don't fit, releasing rules, starting to question things and say, why am I doing something a certain way? Is this only because I've been told to do it this way? Is this only because I've been shown to do it this way? What happens when I think outside the box? What happens when I look within? What happens when I just explore and allow myself to discover? And so that is what creates genuine room here for authentic connections and shared joy. You don't just have to endure anymore. You don't have to endure. And it's like, it's going from like heavy to lighter here. Like heavy, 10, 8, 1, heavy, lighter, empty. And so you're being reborn as an empty vessel and starting anew, starting fresh from your truth. You're becoming lighter, becoming more refined, more distilled, more intentional, more conscious of who you are and your choices. And so these external obligations, you're moving from the external obligation and the external need to do and carry, and moving into this hierophant with the, your authority, your external authority. And that reverse, it's dissolving that authority in the external and just doing is dissolving here. And it's allowing this internal authority to come into fruition, for this internal authority to actually emerge, to allow you to fully emerge and sit on your throne, rightfully so, queen, king, being of light, earth angel, carrier of genuine power and wisdom, universal knowing, and bringer of the new earth. And you're no longer going to be alone in this. You're going to have your crew. You're going to find your peeps. You're going to find the people that you actually connect with deeply. And doing it in a way where, like, you see, they're all wearing different garments. So it's like they're all just being in their own power here. And they're like, hell yeah, I see you, babe. I see you too. I see you. I see you in your light. What's up? Let's celebrate each other for just, and let's celebrate ourselves. And so, yeah, it's like all of these members are alone. Alone. Like, these are all single individuals up into this last card, which shows you coming together, sovereign, and having healthy connections. And we start with the 10, with completion, because you're over this. You're over not actually walking your own path. You're over not being the main character in your own story. You're remembering what it's like to be selfish while also being selfless. You are stepping into a mature embodiment of yourself. And this is an initiation. This is an initiation here. Stepping through this threshold of the old self and the new, evolved, mature self. And you end with the 3, which is all about community, creation, expression. And so that's where you're going to end up. From allowing the completion and the release to take place so you can move toward new areas of creation, new relational creation, new inner and outer creation here. Whatever your creative force is, whatever your medium may be, but you're going to find connection in that. And yeah, this Hierophant is just really the whole message, but especially this Hierophant reversed is presenting like one final question, which is, how do I want to word this? Which is, what identity, role, beliefs, conditioning, ways of being, or ways that you think you should be, are you outgrowing? Really sitting with what areas are you truly outgrowing within yourself? Because once those things loosen from your identity, once they aren't so ingrained in your identity, you can begin recognizing this burden, this, and the need and the energy of leaving what those burdens behind, and the clarity that comes with it, and not having to wait any further because you've made decisive action to devote to yourself. And because of that, a new community is just going to naturally flow in. That new community is gonna just follow this path. Like, this is just so freaking exciting, you know what I'm saying? Like, actually, I didn't even mean to touch those, but like, I guess Spirit guided me. So let's get a couple more for this collective spirit. If there's anything that this collective okay. Okay. Mm. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Mm. Wow. 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 Okay. This is literally so aligned. You got pause with the hangman. There's a moment of pause right now. You're taking a pause, whether it's by intention or life is just presenting you with it. It's forcing you this way because you've been doing this for too long, that life is either presenting it to you willfully or by force. And so there's a pause. There's a moment of pause right now where you're really having to reflect, like we were saying, and sit with what's really yours and what's not. And so you're being reminded to shift your energy and approach this in a new way. Approach life, approach your path in a new way. Because it's going to take giving it a different input to get a different output. And that goes with everything. This fresh approach, shift your energy, like both of those kind of go with this hanged man, because as well, because it's like you're looking from a different perspective, right? And shifting your energy, like look at the energy around the hangman's head. And approaching this a new way, which could be walking away from things. And because of that, or with that, what follows is infinite blessings. And we also have show your support and amplify your positive emotions. Oh, maybe I could do it from the top. Oh. And it's like beautiful, right? Like show your support. You're gonna get support showing itself to you through your community, through the people that are coming in, and infinite blessings by with celebrating and being in your power, your truth, and amplifying your positive emotions. It's like this inner self is so inspiring and innocent and joyful. And it's like through putting down all these burdens and the things you've been carrying, this dead weight, the things that are no longer alive, this negative energy, this low, dense energy, right? And amplifying your energy, transmuting it, alchemizing it, elevating it. And by doing so, you get into those higher frequencies, those higher vibrations, which returns you to your inner true self, which is returning you to this inner child also, where you get to really truly create and connect and play again. And you're just like fascinated by life, by the world around you, by the people around you, and what is within you. I'm gonna get some shamanic healing. Is there anything else, spirits, this collective, that could really stick out and really support home? Wow. Okay, babe. Feminine energy, which means you're getting back into this embodiment, right? And balancing out. You're not just doing anymore. You're not just doing. You're allowing yourself to be. You're allowing yourself to be in this pause. And balancing out your energy, sitting with your creative life force, or being able to receive, and that could be receiving infinite blessings, knowing that you're deserving of it, and by balancing out this feminine energy, allowing this energy to be in a healthy dynamic with you and with your masculine energy, that yin and that yang is amplifying your being and your essence, which is giving you that positive feedback, which is also giving you that positive emotion because you've gone on this inner journey and you're going through it. You're going through the inner journey. And it's all in divine timing. With this hanged man, the pause is necessary. Because where you're going is so divine and it's so significant that this pause is needed. Because as you are stepping into your truth, with this Queen of Swords as well, right? Your boundaries, what your needs are, who you are, how you show up, what you're willing to do and take from life and with life, and how you're willing to create and how you're willing to actually live and let life live through you. The truth is coming out because you've let go of these burdens of carrying others' things, that your own lens, your own filter of who you are is no longer clouding you. And so you're truly getting to see yourself, know yourself, feel yourself, and emit yourself outward. You're getting to illuminate yourself because you've gone inward and you've tapped into your truth. You're tapping into truth more and more. And, right, like even with the Hierophant, your truth, who are you really? And by asking yourself those questions, you get to go home. You get to find the home within you and the one external to you in your actual environment that you get to witness every day, whatever that looks like and feels like. You're finding true home, true community. You're getting to really deeply connect inward and anchor in. And you may be moving homes, but this is really an inner energy. And your external may shift because of that inner journey to going home to yourself. And it's like, look, home, you walking towards the town and home, letting these, putting down what isn't yours, the responsibilities even. Maybe you feel responsible for something at home or at the home within yourself or with others or where you actually live. And you're walking away maybe from a home environment if that's necessary. Wow. I'm just gonna get a couple more self-written oracles and it's collective. Oh my gosh. Wow. See? And a couple more. This is like already so good. Wow. You got becoming? Okay. That's it, spirit. Stop. Okay. Okay, yeah, we're already at 30 minutes, so I'm gonna finish after reading this. But yo. Okay, look, I can't make it up. Okay, let me get these in order so I can. Mm, what you got wonder, which I'm seeing as wonder and wander and becoming. You're going to wander, right? You're going to wander and roam. Um, and become who you truly are. And wonder is perfectly aligned with the swords too, because it's all it's the air energy, mental space, it's knowing who you are. And you went from wondering who you are to becoming who you are. Whoa. You went from wondering who you are to becoming who you are. Oh my God. Oh my gosh. That was like, that just moved through me. You went from wondering to becoming. Oh, that is fucking beautiful. Holy shit. And because of that, community becomes medicine and you are in harmony with yourself. Your community is coming in and it becomes your medicine. And you get to be in perfect harmony with yourself and others. Because you've allowed yourself to wonder and become. Oh gosh, wow. Just like spirit. It's too much. Um, and it's because you're this different approach. This hangman, a different approach. And you got that somewhere else too, I think. Fresh approach, different approach. Like, this is the emphasis here, that choosing differently, choosing something outside of what you've known to be true. What you known to be true. I had to make sure this was still recording. Wow. And because you've wandered, and again, you're roaming the missing pieces. Maybe this is even you gathering missing pieces of yourself, the fragmented parts of yourself. You've been gathering who you are. Because you've been becoming. Yeah. You've been gathering the missing pieces. And you're no longer the same person. You're no longer the same person. You were somebody completely different. You're somebody that is mastering who you truly are. You're becoming. You are becoming. Sorry, I'm trying to see. I can't tell if it's... There we go. Okay. And with that, you are being reminded to open to receive. Receive. Receive who you truly are and receive what you deserve. Receive this blessing. Receive the blessings that are coming in. Receive community. Allow community to be your medicine. And yeah, open to receive infinite blessings. And with that is being seen, broadcasting yourself, actually putting yourself out there because you've discovered who you become. You discovered who you're becoming. Wow. And you get to be fully yourself. Uh, my camera is about to die. I love you so much. Thank you for being here. Just know you got this shit. Got it in the bag. Keep going. Keep remaining curious, moving in light and love. And I will see you in the next reading. Toodles.